today, from Ford Field in Detroit, it's Week 10 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Ford Field. This is DJ Reed returning. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Reed on the return.
So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. Leading them out, the number 6 overall pick back in April from Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
An opening for Chubb on first down as he dashes forward for about 7.
24, Nick Chubb.
A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 15 carries, 123 yards, and a touchdown.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync. How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. Middle of the field, it's Robinson.
Herbert's pass.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
First and 10 at the 41.
Out of the gun, Herbert. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Herbert's pass.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
And they're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33.
Ball carrier.
He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. And Robinson with a big catch. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He had 3 catches last week. That one his 3rd on this drive alone. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Nick Chubb on the carry. He's taken down at the 17-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. This will be caught just inside the 10.
That's good for a Lion.
Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A gain of 3. Brings up 2nd and goal. At the 5.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
4-yard line. A gain of 1 yard on the play.
Back to throw here, Herbert. This is caught. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Allen Robinson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter, that's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback from Wyoming. It's Josh Allen.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers. Because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So, I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
It's a gain of 3. And the Washington first down.
From the gun, it's Allen. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Coverage by Byron Murphy.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. Caught on the right side by Jones.
Allen's pass.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
7-yard gain on the play.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. Give them the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
Tackle made.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 46-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Lions 7, Washington 0.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Washington.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
David Johnson.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
He was brought down by Shaq Barrett. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up
working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen.
36-yard
firing quickly, but it's incomplete. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
The kick is good. Makes the score Lions 7, Washington 3.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the pass.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
27 yards there, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
From the gun, Herbert. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
A gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 1.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. So they come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Operating from the gun. Herbert. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
For Allen Lazard. Incomplete. It's now
2nd and 10. Here's Herbert once more. They'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. The Lions on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 11. And it's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Is good. Makes the score Lions 10.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down at the 26.
On 2nd and 9. Allen, screen play, Johnson. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Washington on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball takes the play off. Because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
Fielded at about the 28. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Detroit! Allen Robinson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Lions strike quickly here for 6 points.
The kick is good.
Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Allen's pass.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and
to throw again. Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram.
Allen.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
First down, Washington.
from the gun. Allen. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
They'll run it with Johnson, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. David Johnson. His third touchdown now on the year. And Washington has made this a one-score game.
Kick is good.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done.
DJ Reed on the return. The Lions take over.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked up near the 34. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well, inside the 25.
Over first and 10 at the 24-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Allen going for it all. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. T.J. Jones, his sixth touchdown of the season. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over first and 10.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun. Herbert. Rashad Breeland there defensively and able to knock that one down to the ground.
Incomplete. Brings up third down and 3 yards to go.
Herbert on third down now. Got his target, Samuel. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. That's out to Chubb, complete. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Again, Herbert. And that'll be intercepted. Safety Harrison Smith. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. And it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down.
A final shot before half for Allen. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now Johnson. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
31, David Johnson.
2nd and 7 from the 20.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of
on
3.
play action. Allen.
2nd and 7.
Completing it to the right side. Johnson. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
To David Johnson.
They certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the gun, Allen. He gets it left side to Johnson.
Allen's pass complete to David Johnson. A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Herbert's pass.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and inches. At the 36.
A run for Nick Chubb. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Good for a Lions. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On the carry, it's Chubb. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory.
Nick Chubb.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
To the 48-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd down.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Herbert off of play action. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Allen Lazard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions have taken the lead. His kick is good. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On 1st down, it's Johnson. And he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards. 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he's got Miller. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 45-yard line.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. From the gun, Allen. It's complete to Brown, right side. Touchdown, Washington! Marquise Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd quarter.
Is good.
5 plays there on that drive. And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. Here's Reed returning. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Reed on the return. The Lions take over 1st and 10.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And some room to work. Pushing his way through. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. A big play that time out of Chubb. 55 yards. So they had him bottled up, able to make a man miss, and then boom, off to the races.
And it's how he made him miss. A little bit of strength, too. Had to work through contact to get him off of him. And then once he did that, now he put his agility to use and took off.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Out of the gun, Herbert. And he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal.
7 brings up.
They'll give it to Chubb. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Nick Chubb, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions have broken our tie as they take the lead. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Well, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they will take a 7-point lead. To return, here's Agnew. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Jamal Agnew on the return. Washington
out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
At the 31-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen, wide open receiver, complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now at Ford Field. It's Washington with the football, but trailing here as we begin quarter number 4. Allen's throw is complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Complete.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 46-yard line.
Now Allen again. Quick slant to Brown. Past the 20. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Washington. Hollywood, Marquise Brown. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. And after a sluggish start, he's really bounced back. The numbers bear that out.
And you're a baseball guy, partner. How many at-bats over the course of a baseball season?
Oh, boy, 4 in a game.
Yeah, about 4 in a game.
4 times 162.
350 or so, right? Sometimes it takes a while for a guy to get going. That's my point. It's not the first few carries. You don't worry about that. As they go along, get that guy lathered up, get those blocking assignments down. Those 2-yard gains turn into bigger gains as the game moves along.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Rashad Breeland there defensively and able to knock that one down to the ground.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Chubb. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now. Right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd.
From the gun, it's Allen. And Ingram hauls it in. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5.
1st and goal.
9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
A pickup of 2. Brings up
working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Complete.
T.J. Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Makes this Washington
point after right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Set to kick off.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. A big spot for the rookie Herbert. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Operating from the gun. Herbert, and that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick, and it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. On the return, here's Agnew. 35 yards that time on the punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll try and run down some clock with Johnson. And some room to maneuver. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 33 and a 1st. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
And the Washington first down.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Running from the gun, Johnson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. They'll run on 1st down. Johnson. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Here's Zach Moss, Pac-12 Offensive Player of the Year a season ago. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Zach Moss, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
The kick is,
and he's able to put it through. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Lions take over 1st and 10.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, if something like there will be casualties at times, we're trying to win a game.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another 1st down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. The Lions need to move. They're hustling to the line now. And he's going to go down again. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Incomplete. Results in a 4th down.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert. That's going to be caught by Samuel. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a 1st. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on 4th down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation.